muscles would stare down anybody that he saw because he was in a terrible mood. He refused to talk to him all afternoon. He had his game face on. So don't take it personally, guys. He hates everybody tonight.
Hard-hitting reporter Craig Sager tracking down the story.
I'm Scott Brooks. I'm creating a story tomorrow. Just tell him that everybody was killing him the next day.
Ball back to San Antonio. A 63-46 lead for the Thunder early third quarter. Marv Albert, Steve Kerr, Reggie Miller, Craig Sager from Oklahoma City. It is game 3 of the Western Conference Final. Game 4 here on Saturday night. We'll have it on TNT. Series of fakes by Duncan. Nice move.
Duncan just 5 for 14 tonight. Well, that was the first real low post move we've seen that him make successfully. Number 2 for 11 the other night too. So this has not been an easy series for him offensively.
Westbrook being guarded by Green. Cephalosha turned back. There's Parker on the run. Jackson passing on the shot. Going to Green on the other side. Parker. Intended pass for Potter. And broken up as Westbrook got to it. And the foul is called. Is that a clear path?
Greg Popovich is upset with Steven Jackson for not looking for his shot, which is wide open. That's why he's on the floor, not only for his defensive play.
They call it a clear path, but they will go to the videotape and check it out.
It looked like Bonner was in front of him, though, as he grabbed him. But this was Pop's reaction when Jackson did not shoot that ball from the corner in transition.
Play has to originate in the backcourt, which it did. There was possession, foul from the side or the back. Here's another look at it.
Well, watch Bonner. He's actually in front of Westbrook, but Westbrook sort of passes him as he grabs him. Green on the other side, not quite back. So.
Well, what's interesting, are they calling the foul on Steven Jackson or Bonner? Because if it's Steven Jackson, then Bonner is ahead of the ball, so it shouldn't be clear path.
If it is clear path, 2 free throws and possession. Foul is called on Jackson.
Well, if the foul's called on Jackson, then they may give him a clear path. But I don't know, if Jackson fouls him, where is Bonner? Is Bonner in front of Westbrook or to the side? And I think that's what the officials are going to take a look at.
Yeah, because I think if the foul was on Steven Jackson, it shouldn't be a clear path. I felt if the foul is on Bonner, then it would be a clear path.
And they just over the announcement that it was overturned, and no argument here from the Thunder. Just under 6.5 remaining in the third quarter. Cephalosha for 3. Perkins missed the rebound, rebounded by Jackson for the Spurs. Good ball movement. Here's Green for 3. And a foul is called. Duncan coming over the top.
Well, in games 1 and 2, those were wide open shots with Danny Green and Gary Neal and Ginobili were knocking down. Tonight, they're not finding those shots to be readily available.
Third foul committed by Tim Duncan. Second team foul on the Spurs. Cephalosha for 3.
Now this is going to be a three-point shooting contest between all the reserves on this team because both clubs just clogging the paint. And so there will be open looks as this game goes along.
Jackson try to spin, and it deflects out of bounds. So the ball back to the Thunder.
Well, I think the rest of the series, neither point guard, Tony Parker, Russell Westbrook, will probably be guarding one another. You got Danny Green harassing Russell Westbrook at one end, and Cephalosha on Parker.
That's smart. They both need the rest. It's too much work to guard each other, and both clubs count on them so much offensively.
Kevin Durant 22 for Durant. He's at 8 of 16 from the field. Duncan trying to squeeze his way inside. Bonner gives it right back. And Durant comes down with it.
Tell you what, these are a lot of field goal attempts for Tim Duncan. 5 of 15 in 25 minutes.
With very few clean looks tonight. That was one of them, but he's really been bothered by the interior defense of Perkins and Ibaka on the weak side.
Here's the lob. Sefolosha. Sefolosha able to get to it. Oh, he's been a major factor. Not hitting the three-point shot, but he does so many other things at the defensive end. And off the boards with that reach. Ibaka, yes. And a foul.
Looked like Steven Jackson pushed Sefolosha underneath the boards, and Sefolosha will get a free throw.
There's a shot by Ibaka, and look at the tussle underneath that left arm of Steven Jackson, just throwing Sefolosha to the ground here.
Free throw shooter, does not get to the line frequently, but during the season, 88%. James Harden has just checked in. Sefolosha with the one free throw. Tabo, originally a first-round pick of the Philadelphia 76ers, traded to the Bulls, played 2.5 years with Chicago. He's out of Switzerland. He's played professionally in France and Italy. Points for Sefolosha, 11-2 run for Oklahoma City, and they have their biggest lead of the game. Coming up on 4 to go here in the third. Parker gives it up to Bonner. Shot clock to 3. Jackson struck from behind by Sefolosha. Westbrook picks it out. Harden for Durant for 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, defensively, who hasn't Sefolosha guarded?
Yeah.
From Ginobili to Tony Parker to Bonner to Steven Jackson, he is getting it done defensively out here on the floor.
He's setting the tone, and then everybody else is jumping in because there's a lot of switching going on. We're seeing a Thunder team that's not allowing San Antonio to get in any kind of rhythm. They're just creating chaos out here.
Rick Popovich going deeper into his bench, brings on James Anderson once again. Parker stopped by Westbrook. 3 on the shot clock. Parker for 3, taking that behind-the-back pass once again from Manu Ginobili.
Yeah, we saw that near the end of game 2 when the crowd just erupted. But how about the crowd here, Reggie? This is about as loud as it gets in the NBA.
Anderson just got picked off, leading to this. Ibaka is fouled and shaken up. So Greg Popovich going with the second-year man out of Oklahoma State, James Anderson, defending on Westbrook.
We're talking about the defensive effort of Sefolosha, and look at the effort here by Russell Westbrook. And if you go back, which we won't see, his effort on Manu Ginobili of overplaying, not allowing Manu to touch the basketball, has really disrupted this Spurs offense.
Ibaka to the free throw line. That was the 4th team foul called on the Spurs. You can watch the WNBA all season long at WNBA.com/live access. Watch WNBA games live or on demand on your computer and mobile device. WNBA.com/live access. Ibaka looking for his 8th point.
So Parker goes to the bench. Jerry Neal and James Anderson on the floor. Yet another lineup that we haven't seen before from Greg Popovich. He's not afraid to do this, particularly when his team is struggling. Just trying to search something out. Hope that He can find something good here.
There's Jackson for three. And Harden comes across. Using the pick. Fisher, last on a three. There's Fisher for three. The Thunder by 22. They were down by 22 in San Antonio in game two. Nice pass, Jackson able to lay it home.
Totally different offense, though, for Oklahoma City, making the extra pass. Remember, this team was 30th in the NBA in assists, so it doesn't come naturally for them. They like to beat you off the dribble, but after games 1 and 2, it looks like they finally figured out that they're not going to beat San Antonio off the dribble. They've got to make that extra pass, and they're doing it tonight. Then he's kind of thinking, well, maybe that's not a bad thing.
There's Jackson from the other side for three. So Stephen Jackson with his third from downtown.
Well, instead of Splitter going to the line, possibly going 1 of 2, now you get 3 points out of
it. The lead is down to 16. Cephalosha for three, way off. And the scramble continues. Dan Crawford now says jump ball.
Great challenge from James Anderson in the corner. And that's what you have to do defensively when you're covering up in the paint, like both these teams are, because they're scatter penetration. You have to fly to three-point shooters. And he caused that air ball by Cephalosha.
Steve, any concern? Cephalosha 11 field goal attempts. James Harden only 5.
That's just kind of the way the game is played out. I'm more concerned with Cephalosha's fatigue going into the fourth quarter. I feel like with Parker out, he should be getting a little bit of a rest. But Scott Brooks staying with this small lineup.
Cephalosha won the tap, leading to a couple of opportunities for Harden. Half-minute left in the third. Ginobili, the block by Ibaka.
Referees really letting everybody play. Ginobili has not gotten this foul called in this series. Harden has not gotten that. Guy's attacking the rim. You see the little bump there. That's a goaltend, right? Pinned it on the glass.
But Ibaka gets credit for his third block of the game and a pushing foul.
Now you'll get your wish with Splitter going to the free throw line. That was a shove there by Derek Fisher. Couldn't get through the pick and tried to go through the chest of Tiago Splitter.
In game 2 the other night, Splitter just 6 of 12 at the line as Scott Brooks was giving the foul. And he shot 69% of the line during the regular season. Also attempted third most free throws on the San Antonio roster.
Yeah, sometimes it just gets in your head. You know, I mean, for a big man, you know, that's a pretty good percentage regular season-wise. And then all of a sudden you miss a few in the playoffs. That rim looks like a thimble. Like a thimble. Or a beer mug. Depending on how bad it's going.
As it turns out in the playoffs, he's under 40% at the line. That foul on Fisher was number 5. 1 second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Ibaka set the pick. Cephalosha for 3. He had hit only 2 of his previous 7. Final seconds. Ibaka with the block as time runs out here on the third. Oklahoma City with an